Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Makes it third down and 12 yards.
Hurts sliding out of the pocket.
Dots in, he's got it.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
17 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that's complete to Brown.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Now second down and a few inches.
Barkley inside handoff. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, that sets up a big third down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT? Or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
The Eagles send out their punter now. In punt formation, but as we've seen, and they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So it's the Steelers who will have the first chance to go down and score here in overtime as we are back underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And now out come the Steelers.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Looking to put a drive together. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
First down, Steelers.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
In there to drop him for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play.
He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
This is caught at the 20. And
team down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 37.
37 yards. And the Steeler first down.
This ain't what you want.
Explosion plays always break the back of a defense, and overtime to put them in the red zone, that was huge.
I like your description there, because when you get an explosion play, now people are really scrambling on defense. Now they're looking to each other. Who's going to step up? Who's going to make the play? Offensive guys have the momentum. Now they're in the red zone. They've got to be thinking attack, trying to get it into the end zone.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Warren will try the right side.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Rodgers.
Got his man, it's Warren.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He finds his man complete. That's Warren.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
At the 6-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Remember again, a touchdown wouldn't win it just yet, but it can give them a big leg up. It's 2nd down.
Throwing is Rodgers. Keeps himself upright. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers.
And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime.
Extra point now by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30.
And he's not able to go the distance. He's out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. What a return. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Now a first throw here in overtime.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. They need a matching touchdown here to keep their hopes alive. Here's 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Of course, this definitely 4-down territory. Got to have a touchdown on these next 2 plays. 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one you might look back on as being a turning point. If he holds on to that, this game's over. But that's going to give this offense a second lease on life.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he'll bang that one through. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Each team's had it in overtime, so next score wins. Here's second down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
That's going to be caught. It's Austin.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Here's Rodgers. Under pressure, they got him again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And in double overtime, this needs to be a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10
at their own 20-yard line.
He's back to throw here to start the drive.
This is Smith with a grab. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First down. First and 10 at the 40.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still fourth down.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And look at this, another fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. 21 yards there, a big play on fourth down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10, down at the 31. They'll try the right side here, Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
Let me get a little nautical with you, partner, because to me, that looked like a feeding frenzy of sharks out there. As soon as that play imploded, they all smelled blood in the water. Everyone's screaming downhill, trying to get in on the hit for a big one.
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime.
Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.